start this. So we have now, okay, we know the basic. We are going to learn programming, right, language, which is called Pascal. It's a high-level programming language. It's a high-level programming language. So, as I said, programming is we are going to give instruction to the computer. Computer is a dummy machine, doesn't know anything. So you have to explain everything to the computer, right? So we are clear on this basic, right? So Pascal, as I said, it's a high-level programming language, right? Basically, mainly we use Pascal for learning purposes. If you take Pascal, we don't actually use in what you call business environment, or you can say in other words, you can say in professional environment, right? We don't use Pascal in development environment. So basically, Pascal is a good programming language to teach. So it's a teaching language, okay? Okay, so now, and importantly, it's a structured programming language. We don't know what is structured language. So we will learn it later if we have time, okay? Then now we'll see where can I get Pascal code editor and compile? Okay, when you want to run a program, when you want to create a program, right? When you want to create a program, now the problem comes, how do we create a program? How do we create a Pascal program? That's like you need a software. You need a software. For example, if you want to type a letter, right? In using computer, so what do you need? If you want to type a keyboard, yes, sure. But yeah, you have a keyboard, you have a computer, but what kind of software you need to type a letter? Sorry, I can't hear you. What kind of a software you need in order to type a letter? How do you type letters in computers? You need like a Microsoft Word or any word processing software, right? Any word processing. If you want to send the email, right? If you want to send the email, if you want to send an email, what kind of a software program you have to use? You can say Gmail or whatever the email software. Or let's say you want to watch a movie, right? Mostly what we are doing. You want to watch a video. What kind of a software you need? Yes. Netflix, okay, that is in YouTube. Or you need any video player, right? Any video player. There are so many players, right? You need a video player. We say VLC. Or if you want to listen to audio, you need an audio pro. Like that, if you want to write a program in Pascal, you need to have a Pascal editor, right? We say Pascal editor, or in short form we say you need to have a Pascal IDE, that is Pascal integrated development environment, right? Pascal integrated development environment. That means, right, it's basically a software we use to develop or write Pascal codes, okay? So when you write the Pascal code, you have to, or it automatically give the extension .pas. Okay, when you create a Word file, what is the extension? What is the extension you will have? First of all, you know what is an extension in files? That is actually that comes in grade 10. What is mean by the extension in files? Yes. You don't know? Allah. So, okay. Okay. Yes, like PNG, JPG, yes. So that's now they have introduced this in grade 6 syllabus, right? So you are saving a file like say my my exam, dot docx. So what is the extension here? What is the extension is this? Or if you have a file like, sorry, what is the extension? Docx. If you have a file like this, sorry, accounts dot xls x. What is the extension is this? This is the extension, right? Yes. If you have a file like tut.pdf, what is the extension of this file? What is the extension of this file? .pdf. Okay. If you have a file called, let's say, multiplication, for example, multiplication dot pass. What is this file then? What is this file extension? This is Pascal file. This is Pascal file. So you should know Pascal file has extension .pas, .spas. Okay. So we use, we need Pascal ID, so Pascal integrated development environment to write Pascal codes. Right? There are so many different environment. You may already know this. Free Pascal is one, or you can download and install Pascal XE, which I'm going to use here now. I will be using Pascal XE. I like this. So, or you can use Lazarus. Lazarus is little complicated, right? I don't recommend that, but it's good. But Pascal XE is okay. Or you can use online IDEs, online Pascal editors. You can say Pascal integrated development, software development environment. One example is Code Room. You can search it, right? Don't worry. So if you are using a mobile, if you don't have a computer, you can use Pascal NIDE as a Pascal compile, Pascal editor. So these are the list of editors. Okay, note down this. Note down these points. You can save Pascal source file extension. Source file mean your program files. Source file is your program files. You can note it down this. Pascal source file extension is .pas. And Pascal IDs are, these are the example, free Pascal, Pascal XE, Lazarus, and online IDs. You don't need to write this. You can just say online IDs. Then if you're using a mobile app, write down Pascal N-IDE. You have to download this. You can find this in the Google Play Store. I don't have any idea about the Apple Play Store, right? So you can check the Apple Store. So I don't know. I didn't check that, but I installed from the Google Play Store. So write down these 3 points. Pascal source file extension. That means file extension is .pas. Pascal ID is free Pascal. There's another thing called Turbo Pascal also. Okay, but you know these 3 are enough. And no need to write the web address. This is not necessary. You can say online ID in general. So if you are using a mobile phone, try to install Pascal NID. So why do we need all these softwares? What is the purpose? Why do we need these softwares? To why can't why is your sound is not clear? Okay. Yes, no, your sound is not clear. Maybe. Okay. Shall we go to the next one? Is anyone writing this? Okay. So you will have questions from Pascal for MCQ as well as question one also. Question one also you will get questions from Pascal. So we already completed two parts from the unit one, that is a flowchart and pseudocode. So you can cover certain questions from unit one, but still you will get few questions from Pascal in question one, part two, and also part one MCQ part also. You will get one or two questions from Pascal. So altogether you can earn like maybe maximum of 8 marks, right, if you do another Pascal question. So anyway, if you are learning computer science, if you are learning ICT without learning Pascal or any programming language, if you don't know any idea of programming language, then no point you're saying you're following a computer science or ICT course. Okay, now we'll start Pascal. I'm going to start from the beginning, right, from the very basic. So don't worry. So even if you don't know anything, it's okay, right? But don't miss these classes, like Pascal classes, important. So if you have a question, you can ask me. Right now, write down the topic. What is a string? What is a string? Okay, what is a string in Pascal? In Pascal, what is a string? Okay, let's say, right, in Pascal, right, whatever you write inside within a single quotation or double quotation, in a single quotation is a string. This will consider as a string. Or if you say within single quotation, within single quotation, if you type anything, let's say question one, right, day one. So what is this? So what is a string in Pascal? What is a string in Pascal? Pascal string is letters, right, numbers or special characters written in quotes, in single quotation. Okay, note it down this, right? The string is letters, numbers, and special characters written in quotes. That is a called string in Pascal, right? It's treated as a string. This is treated as a string in Pascal. Yes, I will come to that. I will explain it, right? So that's why I said I will be going through. I'll be teaching from the beginning. Okay. So what is this string? Letters. You can write this one also. Letters A to Z, simple A to simple Z, or capital A to capital Z. Then I said numbers, right? Letters. Then numbers. Numbers mean 1 to 9, right? 0 to 9. So what are special characters? What are special characters? Special characters. What is special character? Exclamation mark, right? Hash, hap, or you can say and sign, right? All these are special characters. Dollar sign. All are special characters. So you can say special characters. At sign, right? Exclamation mark, right? Hash sign. Full stop. No, we don't use full stop. We don't use full stop, but that's also you can use it, right? That also you can use it. Anything. So in Pascal, when you want to write a string, you have to write within quotation mark. Within quotation mark, right? You can say anything within quotation mark, right? At candy, right? So you can say something like this also. See, so what is this? What is this in Pascal? What is this, Hafsa, in Pascal? This is a string, right? Okay, I will show you some example. Okay, welcome to Pascal. If you look at this one, right, this is a string. This is a string in Pascal, right? Or you can say the second, as I, you can see the second example like this. This is also a string. Okay. Third one. Okay, you can say let's meet at 4 p.m. today with hash signs. So third one, that's also a string. Or you can say just a number, CAA, number and letters 008. That's also a string. Okay. Okay. Can you raise the hands if you understood this? Can you raise the hands if you understood this? So Ramla and Shamil, you didn't understand. Okay, what is the problem, Shamil? Ramla, you didn't understand? Or you? Oh, okay, okay. Right, okay. Right now, we are clear, right? So what is string, right? Right. Now we'll do a even. Okay, now I'm going to start the Pascal ID, right? Uh, I will share the Pascal program. Okay, can you see this program?
Yes, sir.
The problem is now if you miss the classes and if you come to the next class, then I have a problem. Okay. Okay, now, right? Right. No, we can't use double quotation in Pascal. We can't use double quotation in Pascal. Remember the single quotation, right? No double quotation. Okay. Uh, now we'll see how to write a program in Pascal. So you have to start with the word begin. You can say begin with simple or capital letters, right? And okay, don't worry about this. I will explain to you this, right? Don't worry about this. Let me write something like this. Uh, okay, welcome to. So what you have to do is you have to note it down these programs, right? Uh, right. Now in the program, right? Now you can write down this program in your notebook. Then you can later you can try it with your mobile phone or with your computers, right? That's what you have to do now, right? Write down the program. Then later you can try this. Right. Okay, now in this one, okay, now when you write a program, okay, you have to start with a begin keyword. Begin with a keyword, right? So you can write down this. Okay, before that, don't write it down. Okay, and here you have to give a name for the program. So you have to start the name program with the name program, let's say welcome, right? And a semicolon. Okay. This is the basic structure, right? This is the basic structure. Since you are looking, you're seeing this first time, maybe, right? Confusing. Okay, let's try to understand this one first, right? Okay, here when you can when you start a program, right? When you start a program, you have to start the word program. You have to start the word program, and you have to give a name to the program, right? You have to give a name to the program. So program, and we have given a name as welcome. Then each program you have to start with begin and end. Begin and end. You can see the end one, you have a full stop. Stop here, right? So now we want to display a message in the screen. We want to display a small message in the screen saying welcome to Pascal. Welcome to Pascal. So in order to do that, we use write command. So here we use commands. What is that? We use commands to execute our instructions. Okay, so we use commands to execute the instructions. Is that clear? Okay, now what you have to do is first write down this sample, then I will tell you the detail. Okay, write down a sample program. You can say maybe Pascal sample program. Okay, note it down, this program. Right. Now, what you have to say, right, the Pascal here, right? Each Pascal program should start with the keyword, right? Keyword program, right? So each Pascal program should start with the keyword program. So you have to start the Pascal program with program keyword. Okay, you have to start with program. Each Pascal program should start with the keyword. We say keyword because these are allocated words, right? Keywords, program, begin, end. Okay, these are keywords. You have to start with the word program, right? Okay, then each program has a begin and end. Begin and end. So you have to write all the instruction inside begin and end. All the instructions, right? All the instructions should come inside begin and end. Is that clear? And note it down this, right? The Pascal program should end with a full stop, right? So Pascal program should end with the full stop. So you have to note it down this, you have to write down this Pascal code, then you can mark these things. Then it's easy for you to understand, right? Okay. So program is the starting word. Then you can note here, each statement should end with a semicolon. So you can say each statement, each instruction should end with semicolon. So these are the key point, right? See, these are the key points. If you look at this program, we have started with the word program, then we have given a name and semicolon. First statement ended with a semicolon. Second statement ended with a semicolon. The last statement you should end with the full stop, right? Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? What? Sorry. Noah, can you repeat that? Every program should start with the keyword program, right? Every Pascal program should start with the keyword program. Okay. So you can say here every that's why you are using program. You can mark like this. You can highlight the program, then you can write Pascal program should start with the keyword program. Like that you can note, right? You can write down that Pascal, every program should start with this. Then the semicolon, you can say each statement should end with a semicolon, right? Okay. Then finally, you have the full stop, right? Full stop. Then each program here should end with the full stop, right? Right. These are just basic things you have to remember, right? Nothing to understand here. Okay. Now we'll see. Okay, we'll try to run this program. Now we have done the coding. This is a very simple code, right? So you can see here, you can see a compile. So what is this then? What is this? This is your compiler. This is the compiler, right? Now we'll compile the program. We'll click this one. Now you can see in the bottom you can see a window where you can get the descriptions here. Can you all see this one? Remember we said compiler will take all the code and it will compile it at once, right? Can you all remember this? Okay. So it's maybe it's working in the background. Still compiling. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Right. Now you can see, you can all see this one, the message in the bottom. The message in the bottom, it says free Pascal and errors 0, warning 0, notes nothing. See, it's compiled, it's successfully compiled, right? So successfully compiled. Okay, let's see, right? Purposefully, let's make an error. See, so we'll remove the semicolon. I said each program should have a semicolon. So let's compile it again. Okay, hold on. Okay. Right. So now we'll run this program. So you have to compile it. First step is says you have to compile the program, right? Then second step, you have to execute, right? You have to execute or execute. In other words, clearly, you have to execute or you have to run the program. You have to run the program, right? In any Pascal program, right? You have to compile it, then you have to execute. These are the two steps you have to do after writing a small program or maybe a big one. You have to compile it, then you have to execute. Is this clear? So we'll execute this and see, right? So you can see a button here in this one. If you're using other like online editors or mobile, this function will be different. Maybe the locations will be different, but they may have, they use same names like compile and execute, run. But you know, if you look at this Pascal XC, which I'm using, is it has the button like compile and execute here. So let's execute this one, right? What happened? What did you see? Nothing. Okay, let me do it again and
Black
see.
screen.
Black screen. Yes, black screen. Okay. So now a black screen come and that's your output screen actually. The thing is the output screen is not it's not waiting, right? So we have to make the screen wait. In order to do that, you have another command called readln. So readln means, so this will make the screen wait for until we press a key. Okay, let me execute it again. Can you see the output now? Now if you press enter, sorry, you can't press. If you have to close it actually. So when you say readln, it will make the screen wait. Or so now complete your code. This is your first basic program. I will explain. There are more things to explain here. Now you can complete your code. You can complete your code with adding an readln, and note this one, right? With the readln, you have to say, why do we have to put a readln? To hold the screen, right? So why do we have to have a write ln here? Okay, I will give the notes on write ln later. A read ln also we'll write it separately. No need to write it here, right? Okay, we'll write it separately. Okay, now you can write your note here. Right, now write command, right? Write command, we use the write command. You can say, why, what is the purpose of write command? To write information or whatever the data to the screen. So write command. Then second point, I will explain this point. Write command, keep the cursor in the same line. Okay, I will explain you, right? You can note it down this. And third point, readln, it's hold the program until enter key is pressed, but in some cases you have to close it. So basically we use a readln to hold the program, right? If not, you won't be able to see the output. You can, even if you want to add here, otherwise you won't be able to see the, otherwise you can't, or you won't be able to see the output, right? That means you have to hold the screen. So these are the main things, right? Main commands we use. These are the two main commands actually, write and readln. Okay, write and readln. Is it must to put parentheses when writing a command? Okay, I will come to that. I will anyway. Okay, I'm going to explain. Have you finished writing this? Okay. Now we'll go back to this. Right now, okay, why do we use write here? Okay, yes, Noah. When you write the write command, you have to put a parenthesis. Parenthesis. This is write command. Inside parenthesis, if you put something within the single quotation, what is this? What is this? If you, sorry, that is a string, right? That is a string. Yeah, that's why I introduced this string. So within the write command, right? Write command, when you write command, you can use capital or simple. That won't be a problem. Write, and you can say anything here, right? Maybe you can say my phone number, something like this also. You can write anything here within this. So write command, start write command, right? Write command, you have to start with the bracket and end with the bracket. This is the write command. Is that clear? Write with this brackets. Is this clear to everyone? That is the write command. Please note it down, write down in your book. Then this semicolon is why? Semicolon is the indication, or this software, the compiler we said, this software will understand when this software check the program one by one, it will understand, okay, by looking at the semicolon, it will understand that, okay, this is the end of this statement, right? When you compile it, right? The compiler go through this program code, it will check the code whether everything is fine. When the compiler finds a semicolon, it realized that, okay, this is the end of the statement. Is that clear to everyone? When the compiler finds the full stop, it will realize or understand that, okay, this is the end of the program. Is that clear to everyone? So semicolon is used to indicate end of the statement. Okay, semicolon here, you can note it down in your book. This is to indicate the end of the statement. Statement mean each line, right? Is each line. This is full stop is used to indicate the end of the program, right? See, here you have a semicolon here also, right? So that is the indication of the end of the first line, first that statement. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear to everyone? Okay, complete this one as well. Note it down, this one as well.
Can we include a paragraph within this colon?
Paragraph, long paragraph. Yes, you can include the paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Now, is this clear? So we start the program with the keyword program, with the keyword program. Then we have to give a name for the program and end the line, end the statement with the semicolon. Right. So let me go through again. When you write a Pascal program, you have to start with the term word program. Then you can give any name, right? Maybe first program, whatever, and end this one with a semicolon. Then your program statement will begin with the begin one. Then you can write the code. Here we want to display something in the screen. So you use the write command and you specify the text string. Then you have to end, you should end with a semicolon. Finally, you end the program with a full stop, end full stop. Right? So we said to use a readLN in order to hold the screen. So this is the summary, right? Okay. Now I'm going to run this program again. You have already compiled it. So if you want, you can compile it again. then you can execute. Right. Now you can see. Now here, look at this one. Look at the output now, right? Now you can write down the output also with this program. When you write a Pascal code along this code, right? This is a notebook. If you say you write the code here, then in the maybe the right side, you can write down like this output. Okay, note down like this, then it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, output, and write down the output like this. Welcome to Pascal. Right, this is your output. Okay, so this will be a code, right? Okay, here if you look at this output, right? Sorry, let me run it again. Now look at this output. Okay, can you see a blinking cursor? Can you see a cursor here? Yeah, this place there's a cursor, right? Have you noticed that when I use this? Okay, yeah, still you can see the cursor, right? Okay, so the program ends here, the same line. Note down this one, this very important point. Okay, that means this program, the cursor remain in the same line here. Okay, so when you use the command write command, sorry, when you use a command write, right? So other point I said, the write command, right? Uh, this will keep the cursor in the same line, right? Keep the cursor in the same line. Look at the notes. That means when you use the write command, when you say write, because we have another command called write ln, I will explain you that within few minutes, within another few minutes, write ln. So when you use a write command, right? When you use a write command, that will keep the cursor in the same line. Okay, is that clear? So when you run this program, you can see the output here, right? You can write down the output. Where's the cursor now? Where is the cursor?
End of the sentence.
End of the line. So the cursor is in the same line. That's what we are saying. Here, it's in the same line, right? That's same line. Here you can see the cursor in the blue color, dark blue color. So it's in the same line. Because why is that? Why is that? You have used a write command. So write command will display the string, and also it will keep the cursor in the same line. So these are two important points you should know about write command. So we are going to basically write so many commands using Pascal. So you should understand each of these commands. Okay, is this clear to everyone? How many of you understood so far? How many of you understood?
Uh,
Okay, only Nuha and Amina, Atif.
how did you change the background color and all?
That is comes with the compiler. Don't think about it. Don't think about that. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. If you are not clear, Afsa or others, right, Mariam, if you're not clear, can you tell me what is the problem? What is the place you didn't understand? So note it down this now. That's what I explained to you, right? So basically we use a write command to display in the screen, right? So write command keep the cursor in the same line. Then we use the readln to hold the program, because otherwise you won't be able to see the output. Okay, we will move forward, then you will see the difference between write and write ln. Okay, so now let's, okay, now can you think we want to, okay, before that let me show you this one. Let me go to the program, right? Let me close this. Okay. Hope you can see the Pascal, no, editor. You can see the Pascal ID. Okay. Now, can you all see the Pascal ID?
Which one, sir?
Pascal editor, which I'm writing the program.
I can, sir.
Okay, good. Now we'll add another one, another sentence. Welcome to Pascal world, right? Hello world. Okay. Okay, now let's run this program. We'll compile it. You have to compile it first. As I said, what is the two steps? You have to compile before you run a program. Before you run a program, you have to compile it. You have a compiler here. Then you have to run or execute. Run or execute. Right? Right. Now we'll run this program to compile it. If there's an error, compiler will show you the errors, but okay, don't worry about the errors. Okay. What happened now? What happened to the program? So I don't see much, response today. I don't know why.
There's no any gap between the first statement and the second one.
Yes, but if you look at the code, we have written the code in 2 lines, right? But when you run this program, everything comes in a single line. So Pascal, even if you write the program in 2 lines, Pascal does not understand that line break. What is that? Pascal does not understand this line break, even if you write in 2 lines. Is that clear? Is that clear? So here we have 2 lines though, but Pascal thinks everything in the same line. Does not understand that. So we have to explain this to Pascal. We have to explain to Pascal. So this is so we have to tell Pascal we have written this program in 2 lines. That means after finishing the first line, after finishing the welcome to Pascal, we have to ask Pascal to go to a new line. What you have to say? Go to a new line. So how do we say this? That's the problem. How do we do that? Okay. We have another version of write. We have another version that is called, you can use write ln instead of write ln. Write ln instead of write, we can use write ln. So let me adjust this one, write ln. Now what will happen if you use a write ln command? This will, right, this will tell the Pascal after finishing the first line, move to the next line, go to the next line. So when you say write ln, this will automatically insert a line break, or it will put a line break. That means it will instruct the Pascal to go to the next line. So let's run this and see, right? Then you can see the difference. Can you see the difference now? Can you all see the difference now? What happened now? What happened? Now this, you can see, right? This is in this comes in 2 lines, right? This output is in 2 lines. So what we did we do? You have to add write ln. So you can write down this one. Write down this piece of code in your book. Maybe you can write as a separate code, right? Maybe you can write a separate code. Or if you want, you can give a different name to this program. You can give a different name, right? Like even you can, let's say, write ln example. Say example for write ln, right? You can give a name. Okay, here. So is this clear? So complete this code, right? So after the class, you can practice this. You can write as a separate example here, write ln. First one we did with the write example, right? Write, that is to display in the screen. So we say write and write, then our text between the Okay. So now, can you all note it down this one also, right? Write ln command, right? To write information on the screen, use write ln command. To write the information on the screen, use the write ln command, right? So write ln, it moves the cursor to the next line. That's what I said. So it moves the cursor to the next line. So you can print, you can display in the next line. Okay. Right. Yes, Hanina, I received your message. Okay. Uh, right. So now, right. So now let's run this one. Right. Now here, right. So we have learned, mainly we have learned, today we have learned write command, and write ln command. So if you can understand these two, that is enough, right? Mainly write and write ln command. Okay. Now, if you look at this output, if you look at this output, uh, now here, if you want to insert a line, let's say, so you want to make a line in between this first line, welcome to Pascal world, then you want to keep a line here, then you want to print the hello world. So how do you get a line, a blank line? How do you get a blank line? For that purpose, you can add a blank write ln, just like this, blank write ln. Okay. Now you compile it and run it. So if you insert a blank write ln, just a write ln without any instruction, right? Yes, Zenith, yes, very good. So if you know you have to talk to me, then I can move faster. If you are not talking, so I will go. I assume that you don't know anything. So see, you can get a line. See, you can get a line by using write right. Okay, right. So you can note it down this one also. You can note it down this one also. This program, maybe you can write it down as a separate program, right? And you can say this write ln is used to insert a, this will insert a new line. This will insert new line. So this write ln, right? So meantime, uh, note it down the output also, right? Note it down the, write down the output also in your book. So, so just follow this method, right? Then only you can try it at home. After the class, you can try this and try in your Pascal program and run and see. So this is the output. So note down the output. So you will be able to run and see. Even with a mobile phone, you can do this, right? So write down this output also along with the code. As I said, while you are writing the code, right? You can note down the code here one side, then the output in other side. Code and output. So right? Code and output. So as so I have just explained on the same I use the same program. If you want, you can write it on a separate program. Or even if you edit the same program, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So